Hi, this is Kwabena from OpenMV. Thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation. So, what is OpenMV? Well, we make the OpenMV cam, and we're developing a computer vision library for microcontrollers, small computers that are in everything. So, microcontrollers have traditionally been simple devices that do simple things. However, they've been getting stronger in recent years. Your Google Nest thermostat has a microcontroller inside that runs the display and that connects to the internet. But in 2024, microcontrollers are now coming out with megabytes of RAM on board, megabytes of flash, hundreds of gigaops of compute, meaning they can run neural networks, very large ones, specialized hardware for image and video processing, like some of them have H.264 on board. And there's no standard software library for these microcontrollers. If you want to develop a complex vision algorithm that's not based on just a neural network, you're on your own. There's no software library for that. You're not going to install anything. If you need to do literally like singular vector decomposition using linear algebra on one of these devices, there's no software that's going to let you do that easily. So that's where OpenMV comes in. We want to be the computer vision library for microcontrollers, and we want to make sure that we power this new wave of devices. By 2030, there's going to be microcontrollers will be a $44 billion market. And in 2022, 3.5 billion of these devices were shipped. This is an exponentially growing category of compute. So, our value. We sell the OpenMV cam, and we do software and hardware licensing. The OpenMV cam and its accessories offer a usable reference platform for our customers. They're sold into long-tail products and applications. We have tons of customers who, instead of trying to figure out how to design a system, hook up a camera, and so on and so forth, they can just buy our platform and go to market immediately. We have customers doing everything from automatic shelving systems, which use the camera to detect if a person is in the way, to cameras that are outside detecting if geese or ducks are present and sounding an alarm if they're there. We've shipped over 30,000 of these units since we founded OpenMV. And for software hardware licensing, we have tons of customers not tons of customers, but many different customers who don't want to have to maintain a hardware development team. And so in these cases, folks will take our system and they'll remix it into whatever form factor they want. An example is the Arduino Nicola on the bottom right here. And from there, they'll sell the unit and provide us with licensing revenue. This allows them to avoid having to maintain a hardware and software development team. And then we take over and kind of answer all the forum questions, debug issues for users, and so on and so forth. This has proven a great model and allowed us to grow. So we see both of these businesses growing exponentially in the next 6 years. Also note, the software and hardware licensing applies to customers who are not doing a microcontroller dev board end product. It applies to customers who are purchasing, for example, 300,000 units and want to develop their own technology. And in that case, then we kind of act as the development team for them for the software that runs on that device. So what's allowed us to get there and have these kind of amazing deals and that much traction so far? Well, OpenMV is an open source software company. We give away that software for free, which is surprisingly defensible. This has positioned us as a market leader in the space, really. And we are often the company competitors compare themselves with. Our customers trust us to maintain a high quality of software and hardware, and so we try to do that. And this has allowed us to win partnerships with ARM, NXP, ST, Edge Impulse, Arduino, and more. It's also allowed us to make inroads with different multi-billion-dollar customers who want to use our software and hardware on devices that they plan to sell to end customers in the market. So, who's on the team? It's me and my co-founder, Ibrahim. Both of us have an extensive amount of experience in embedded systems, electronics, prototyping, software, Linux, you name it. Ibrahim works for Arduino right now, part-time, whereas I've gone full-time on OpenMV. We started this company as a side hustle, And we're hoping to grow it into something that we can both be full-time on and have a team in the future. So far, the future looks bright for that. Thanks to how much traction we already have, and so the goal is just up and over. Hustle as hard as we can to see this through, and we hope that in 2024, the rise of microcontrollers with advanced computer vision applications will really prove my point, that the future and wave that I see is coming. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.